再过不久，这间学校就要庆祝建校80周年。我们现在看到的照片来自于80年前，照片上的人是学校建校的第一批老师和学生们。如果这些照片中的小女孩还健在的话，现在已经有90岁的高龄了。我们来的时候是中午，孩子们正在午休。校长带我们参观了孩子们的教室。首先来到的是小学3年级。
This class is the teacher is Mrs. Lamone.
Okay. Oh.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, Mrs. Lamone, my wife, she's a teacher here at the school. She teaches 3rd grade as well. But the classes, are small classes, which gives more attention, to the students. And so it really has been a great. We really try to focus on that. We try to limit. If we see the class growing to about 15 or so, then we'll start looking at, adding another class.
Hey everyone, my name is Mrs. Lamone, and you have entered Arcadia Christian School, 3rd and 4th grade combo class. This is where we live, day in and day out. Our students are amazing. We have the best students, honestly, we do. They're kind, respectful, loving, Christ-like, just very focused on their schoolwork, which is so important. Here you can see all of our curriculum. We have our 3rd grade curriculum, which we start with building on the rock, spelling, reading, language, arithmetic. Right now, our 3rd graders are studying all about our 50 states throughout the nation. So it's a lot of in-depth. In January, we switch over and we do American Heritage, Science, and then our 4th grade curriculum. These are our readers. And our readers we do on a daily basis. This is for 3rd grade and 4th grade. Let's see, we've got our wonderful, we do science projects as well. So we've got some pictures of some of their science projects. We have been studying the human eye. So that's kind of important for them to gather a little bit of more information about the human body. This is what we call our reading corner. And when students are done with their work, they get to come and participate in the reading corner. We love reading. Reading is so important and so essential, and that's what builds our students to become scholars. It all begins with reading, with the curiosity. So we're constantly exploring and learning new stuff. But this is our reading corner. We have a wide variety of books, from fun ones to educational ones. Bible books, all kinds of books, astronaut, space books, mammal books. I mean, the gamut is huge. And something that we take a lot of pride in, we're also starting our classical reads, which once a quarter, each grade reads a classical book. And classical books are important. So this is our 3rd and our 4th grade. This is something really fun. We love to sing in this class because we believe that music helps the memory. That's how it's easy for students to learn and memorize. We memorize our multiplications with songs. We memorize our nouns to song, our verbs to songs. I don't know if you want me to sing to you or not, but this is an example. Today I learned a noun can be a person, place, or thing. Today I learned a noun can be a person, place, or thing. Today I learned a noun can be a person, place, or thing. A person, place, or thing. So can you see how that helps them to memorize what a noun is, what a verb is? A different song. But I want to show you this really quickly. Because we believe in empowering our students to have self-commitment to their own education, every single time they're done with a subject like Bible, they have to come up to the board and autograph. And they write their name, and then they walk back and go, I'm done with my Bible. I'm done with my arithmetic. And every day, this is how they earn their participation points. Did you monitor your work? Is your name, is your autograph up here? So they love keeping track of their name and their work that gets done on a daily basis. Do you have any questions?
This is great. And you guys have verses to
yes, we have
absolutely.
This is our 3rd grade memory verse. They write it every day in the morning. It's part of their seat work. Throughout the day, they get up and recite it. We play a lot of games and fun stuff with our Bible verses to help them. Sometimes I will delete a word and we do a pop quiz and we I will throw a stuffed animal at them and say, okay, Lucas, it's your turn. And he has to get up and turn his body around and say the Bible verse. And then there's a few words that are missing. The rest of the class has to fill in the word. And they have to say it out loud. So it engages them so that they memorize the word of God and it becomes part of who they be. Yeah.
That's great.
That's how we do it.
And you teach them to write in cursive too.
Yes, sir. Yes, cursive is important, right? I mean, all of our great authors have a beautiful cursive, beautiful signature. And I say, give me your Hamilton. Give me your best Hamilton. Let me see that Abraham Lincoln signature. Put it on the board. And you see, they come up, we're not done with science for today. So see, we have to come back and do our science. But they come in, they get their work done. Like we teach the lesson and then they do their work and then they walk up and autograph the board. Yeah.
Take honor and pride in their name.
Exactly. And I tell them, we're not babies anymore. We're in 3rd and 4th grade. Direct yourself to impress yourself. So they have to direct themselves. It's important. We should never assume, oh, they already know their multiplications. No. We engage them. You're going to play cards. You're going to play games because then there's competition. And healthy, good, godly competition is important to teach them to win, and it's important to teach them to lose. That it's okay that sometimes in life they're going to lose, and it's okay. You pick yourself back up, you do better. And then we have our science posters. Every year, our students are assigned a planet and they create a poster board. And oh, I forgot to tell you, we do a lot of oral presentations. And this little podium, our friends are constantly, we move it around the room. They go around the room and they read us their answers. So they'll do a report. We call them, in this classroom, we call them professors. And when they're done with the work, I will select a few friends and say, okay, Jen, you're going to go up to the board and teach us how to do that division. And talk to us. We are your students. When students repeat over and over and over again, guess what? It makes an imprint in their brain and they're bound to memorize it. We really all want is for our students to flourish. So we help one another for the betterment of our students. And that's important to have good teamwork because teamwork makes the dream work.
So once again, we also have what is called houses. Here at our school. So we have the House of Tyndale, House of Faraday, House of Whitfield, and the House of Newton. These are names that are biblical figures that are men of that have impacted their world. You have scientists, Christian scientists. You have a theologian. Whitfield's a theologian, and Newton a scientist as well. And these houses is kind of our team spirit here on campus. So all students are part of a house. So when you're seeing their ties that they have, each of those ties represents their house. And it's their house color.
Okay.
And so they receive points throughout, throughout the year and house points. And they all, at the end of the year, the winning team or the winning house gets a cup, a trophy. And so it's really been neat to see our kinders all the way through high school build relationships with the kids in their different houses. And so when we have rallies, award rallies, and we say, oh, from the House of Newton, Jonathan won, is a Lion Pride Award winner, the house goes crazy for them.
That is so cool.
So it's just to build relationships with the kids.
That is great.
Yeah.
And
So
bring honors to them.
Exactly.
I need to win this for my house.
Exactly.
聊着聊着，我们就走到了5年级的教室。这一位热情洋溢的老师是 Miss Young。
Yes, and here in 5th grade, what's really wonderful about being a 5th grade teacher is that you're in a special place where they are learning, they're growing, they're a little bit more, I would say, fun. You're getting a lot of personality in the classroom. And so what I try to do on our theme in our classroom is shine your light. And so we try to shine our light. Whatever we do, we always say, even in the classroom, you may have to put on your sunglasses because it's going to be very bright with the students that you see inside the classroom. So what you would have is we have 8 students in our classroom, and each one, I would say, is very unique. My job as their teacher is to try to cultivate, find the gifts that they have, and then then also teaching them our Christian education through our curriculum that we have here in the classroom. And so I can take you through some of that curriculum or what a typical day looks like. I'm more than happy to show you whatever I can to kind of give you a peek into what our 5th grade class and day would look like. Every morning, they would come in and so they have their red folders here because they bring their red folders home each day. That's our parent communication that we have with our parents. But our curriculum is a Christian, like you know, Christian worldview, right? Biblical worldview. And so we have our Building on the Rock stewardship books, and we would go through, we would be teaching them all about the Bible, from creation, right, to the characteristics that you want to have. We also have our spelling and our writing, so they're learning cursive. They are learning all of the words. Right now, we're on all of our cities, so we're learning our cities, our capitals, our states right now, learning how to spell those and write with creativity in cursive. We also do some arithmetic. This is our Arithmetic 5 book, and so that is going to be, I think right now we're actually on all of our fractions through mixed numbers. We're trying to teach how each subject, specifically with math and order, how it's connected to that biblical worldview as well. And then in our history, through our reflections book, as well as our history studies book, we really take a deep dive into the foundations of America, and we try to make it integrative for them. And so sometimes we'll actually sit together at a table, we'll read to each other, we'll act out different stories to make it more fun for them and inviting. And then for our investigating God's word, so we'll do for science, it's probably our students' favorite subject because we like to do in-class experiments. And so we right now are talking about everything from the foundations, the rock, the ground. We're talking about the evaporation, condensation, all of those things. Very exciting because they get to do those in real time in the classroom. And then these are also additional books where we're able to go through and support our science through additional curriculum as well. So but a typical day, that's our curriculum. A typical day would be them coming in. We would do our seat work. We get our spelling done. We memorize Bible verses. There is never a time where we're just like, I guess it's like never not learning. I guess that's how I would put it. But then after that, we would go into our language and our, all the things I showed you with that curriculum. And more than anything else, my biggest thing is making it interactive with them. So it's not just about what's inside of the books, but how do we connect on their level to make it interesting and exciting and making them excited to learn about all of the curriculum, but also how God is embedded, right? How the Bible is embedded through every single thing we learn. So it's a pleasure to be here. I think it's just awesome. And, I'm really happy to be here with my students. So.
接下来我们要参观的是宪法室 The Constitution Room.
How many years ago when, I don't know if you remember, we had the Summer of Love that was going on.
That was 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I remember at that time, I was reading the Constitution. Last time I saw the Constitution was probably when I was in high school. And even then it was just kind of, real quick.
Yes.
But I really started reading the Constitution and then started reading the Federalist Papers. And I'm going, oh my gosh, what I am reading here and what our founders are sharing with us now and warning about is what has taken place and what I'm seeing. And so I came back to our history teacher at the time. I said, listen, what can we do to create a curriculum that is going to teach our students the Constitution from kindergarten all the way through 8th grade? What can we do? And so we created the curriculum. We the People curriculum. And we've created a Constitution room. So every student will take an aspect of the Constitution and learn about the Constitution. So by the time that they're in 8th grade, they have a really good, strong foundation as to what the Constitution is. So when it continues in high school and they get into the required work of American history, it just builds on that. So let me show you the Constitution room. So this is what we call our Constitution room. And so as you can take a look from kindergarten all the way through 8th grade, each of the classes learns a different part of the Constitution. So from kindergarten through 1st grade, they're getting introduced to patriotism, what the Constitution is, and then they start breaking it down in 2nd and 3rd grade, the different constitutions. It's been a great program for our school. because to me it's important. I feel that it's important that our students understand and know what we the people means,
Yes.
and don't forget that.
Yes.
Because in the Summer of Love, when people were tearing down, the statues of Abraham Lincoln or statues of George Washington, you couldn't step back and think, do you even know what you're doing? To call these people that they were racist, or to call these people that they were, whatever, you really then missed the point. And that's why we wanted to do this for our students, to teach them and not to forget. This is a great country. I'm Hispanic, I'm a Puerto Rican Mexican. My family came here, I'm a second generation. First generation on my dad's side, second generation on my mother's side. I love this country, and my grandfather served in this country, was in the Navy and fought in World War II. And we just, there's so much love and respect that I have for this country, and that I want our students to understand the blessing that they have and not to lose it. Because if we lose this, we have nothing left.
This is PE.
Yeah, this is our PE for, let's see, got 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade doing their PE. So with Coach Mo. Coach Mo is also our high school basketball coach as well. This area over here is our upper school area. Every upper school student takes a Bible class.
Yes.
And for our high schoolers, our Bible classes are dual credited, meaning that the teacher that is teaching that, he is teaching a college course.
Mm-hmm.
So our students will receive a college credit and high school credit. Our English Lit teacher is also teaching a dual credit class. So our 10th graders and 11th graders who are taking that class will receive college credit and also high school credit, and also our math program as well. 10th and 11th graders are also receiving dual credit. And so that's why for us, we believe dual credit is a lot better than an AP course, because you're getting a college course, and you don't have to worry about taking this test at the end of the year, crossing your fingers and you hope that you pass, But these are courses that, add to the GPA as well. So if a student's getting maybe a C in the class, it's going to be looked at as a B on their report card, on their GPA. I'd love to share with you Miss Lee. Now, Miss Lee is unique.
Okay.
Okay, you want to know why?
Please do.
She's an alumni. She came here. She graduated in the early 2000s, and she came back here as a teacher now here at Arcadia Christian.
Okay.
And she teaches our math classes.
Oh.
And then also oversees all of our house systems as well.
Tell us about your classroom and what do you teach your students?
Yeah.
I heard you're a student once here.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Did anything change since when you were a student and now you're a teacher here?
Yeah, so I went to Arcadia Christian from preschool to 8th grade. So actually, this room used to be the history room when I was in middle school. And now I teach here in this room as the math teacher. So it's great. We have a combo class right now of 10th and 11th in this room. So right now for geometry, we're going over scale factor and using distance formula to prove that shapes are similar. And 11th grade is doing statistics, and they're prepping for pre-calculus. So it's crazy to be back in the same exact room that I've been in as a child, but yeah, back as a teacher.
Yeah. How do you feel like teaching teenagers? Because I remember when I was a teenager, I was like, I'm not listening at all. How does it in a Christian school setting?
Well, I think that being at a Christian school has a different vibe. Like we come in here with the goal to be Christ-like and to treat each other to a certain standard. So everyone here is so gracious and hardworking, and we all have the same goal in mind. I actually like teaching older kids more so than the younger kids. I think this age group, they're funny. They already know how to use all the tools we need. So we're just focusing on having deep discussions and just teaching each other how to argument well and argument respectfully. So I like this age group for that purpose. Yeah.
This is so great. Where did you find these teachers? They love their jobs.
I do.
Yeah. I know a few teachers in public school, they hate their jobs.
这节课是圣经课，这门课的目的是帮助学生们理解圣经以及基督教世界观。
You're the Bible teacher in
Yes,
this
I am.
school.
So I teach Bible. I'm an instructor of biblical studies and theology, and also classical language such as Latin and Greek and Hebrew here. So here at Arcadia, we take Christian values very seriously. So everything that we do here and teach here flows out of our conviction that Bible is the Word of God, and we take a lot of hours and we do a lot of things to teach these kids biblical values, and also try to help them not only they understand the Word of God and also live it out in community setting. So I teach Bible, such as, so when I teach Bible, I teach them theologies and also its practical implication, and also we try to teach them whole narrative of the Bible, beginning to the end. And I think often when we make Bible into a curriculum, what we are missing out is teaching that whole narrative aspects of the Bible. So beginning from the 9th graders all the way to senior, every class has to take a Bible class. So our Bible curriculum include foundation of the Bible for the 9th graders, and college New Testament class, and college church history class. And when they become senior in high school, they will take Christian ethics.
Christian ethic. That is great, because there's a lot of wrong Bible teaching in the world.
That is right.
Yeah. So did you teach your kids how to battle against that? Like there's some like queer theology and all those.
Right.
Do you do you help your kids to equip them to go against that?
Yes, not only we pray that our kids would understand the Bible, but we want them to be very conversational out there about their faith conviction and what they learned about the Bible. So it becomes critical for us to not only we understand our perspective, but what they're talking about the Bible and God and values of humanity out there. So I do my best to introduce our students about the points of debate between Christians and people who do not share our conviction. One of the books that we go through in junior year and senior year is to read about the sexual evolution happening in our society and what kind of response we can offer to the people who are wondering about their identity and sexuality and their dignity.
This is amazing. Thank you for doing that, and make it into a curriculum must be a hard job for you to do, right?
It is a hard job, but it takes a lot of creativity.
Yes.
And also I try to get a lot of feedback from the students. So based on the student feedback, I also modify my curriculum. So it has been very rewarding and exciting process.
How's the student feel about?
Our New Testament and church history, those classes are accredited by Colorado Christian University. So the students who take my classes here will get college credit from Colorado University. So of course it is a college level credit, so they have to do a lot more reading and writing. So some students find it a little bit challenging, but because of very close, very small class size, I was able to work with the students individual level, just addressing their personal area of improvement. So I found it very rewarding, and student feedback has been very positive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, example 2. Diagram this sentence. The inside of our bones contains marrow. Caden, what's the subject of that sentence?
Inside?
Inside, perfect. And the modifies.
Bones?
Oh yeah, there are multiple. But the would modify inside first, right? The inside. What's the verb, Jocelyn? The inside of our bones contains marrow. Inside is the subject. What is inside doing? Contains. Wonderful. What's the direct object? Marrow.
I heard you're doing it. One of the courses that I disliked the most when I was in.
Yes. Fair. That's fair.
Yeah. What do you do exactly in your classroom?
Yeah. So we do a variety of things for English and literature. So we focus on vocabulary, grammar instruction, reading the classics, and poetry, and all the writing, especially. As well. So we have different sorts of curriculum that works together for each of those areas that we do throughout the week. discussion as well.
Yeah,
So.
And I see that you're very interactive with your students as well. You're up there and asking directly at that question.
It's great.
Hey.
Yes, it's great with a small class to be able to make sure that every kid is being checked on multiple times over the course of the lesson. So you don't just get one snapshot of like, oh yeah, they get it one time, or you're not even able to check, but I'm able to like check multiple times of, yes, they all get it. We're all okay. I can release them to do the work themselves.
This is great because one of the most criticized point about public school is that when kids graduate high school, they don't know how to read, they don't know how to write, they don't know how to spell.
Yes.
And you're doing it to help. The hardest thing that,
Well, I've seen it firsthand. I went to a public high school and I showed up having done the curriculum that I'm doing with them. And I was like, wait, you guys don't know what this is? You don't know how to do these things? And that didn't necessarily improve as much as I'd like to see by the time we all graduated. So I want to be able to give them the sort of head start that I got of going through these books of the curriculum as well as the classics that we're reading to get them set up for success in their next phase.
Yeah, how does that help the students on their self-learning? Because I think like reading and writing skills is very important for their self-learn. So
yeah, so that's a huge part of why we need to read like the classic books, not only to get the cultural aspect of you get the references to a book like Animal Farm, but you get the picture of the writing that is there, the richness of that, the messages of that, of what it takes to analyze, because that's what we do in our daily life. Sure, we might not be reading complex books forever. We might not choose to do that, but we are reading information that we really need to make sure that we can analyze, that we can understand, that we can think for ourselves. And so that's a huge important part of what it is here. And then obviously writing is a huge skill that we need in life, as well as just communication. So being able to speak to each other and communicate ideas with coherence and conciseness and all that we need to be able to succeed, not just in college if that's where they're going next, or if they choose another high school, but in their workplace or just in social life. To be able to think clearly and communicate effectively are two very, very important skills that I hope to translate in this class.
在看过了高中生的课堂后，我们要去小朋友的教室看一看。学前班的小朋友是18个月就可以入学，一直到4岁。在这个校园里，每个阶段的校区是分开的。刚才我们看过高中有单独的房子作为他们的教室，小朋友也是一样，有专属于自己的一片区域。这个一路小跑来开门的老师，居然是我认识的人。他看到我的表情是如此的惊讶，我想我的脸当时看起来也差不多。他叫 Vavel， 是我教会的主日学老师。
Hi, I'm here with my friend's wife, Tony's wife, Vavel, and I know her. She take care of my daughters, Blake and Bailey, in our church.
Yes.
And you also, I just found out today, you work at Arcadia Christian School. How does it feel? Like what's? Please tell us about this preschool program.
Okay, well, I'm actually a teacher of the toucan class. So it's the 2 and the 3-year-old. So basically what we do here is teach the kids about God. That's our main focus. But we have a lot of hands-on and, projects for them to learn. And we try to relate all of that into God's word. We're talking about creation, and we do science, we do many stuff, but all direct to, okay, who is the creator? God. No? So that's basically our foundation in here. We are also a base plays school, meaning we use playtime to engage with the kids for them to get stronger and more gross motor skills. And also we try to play with them, so we bond with them too through play, and it's teaching moments in there. So we are really involved with the kids. And basically we also have chapel every day, which is like a small service. We teach Bible stories, we worship, and we teach the kids how to pray every morning.
All right, we had an amazing campus tour. It's a great school.
Tell me about it, because what do you think, Ethan? Tell me.
I think I want to send my kids here. Yeah, I think the teachers are great. They're very enthusiastic about what they're doing, and they are all very Bible-based. And I think that's what the world needs right now. Yeah. And the Christians need to have a voice. The Christians need to take back our countries. This country was built by Christians. It was built for Christians, and now we need Christians to reclaim it.
Right.
And then, please.
Yeah, and on top of that, Ethan, is that we need to give a platform for our students also to build on, right? Mm-hmm. So that they themselves, as they graduate or they move forward, that there's that strong foundation that you're sharing. That's why it's so important for us to have teachers that are biblically based, biblically sound, and love what they're doing. If you have teachers that don't love what they're doing, it just becomes another job to them. That's why it's a calling for us to be here. Mm-hmm. And it's, even though, this may seem like, a business or what have you, but we're in the business of Christian education. Mm-hmm. And because of that, it gives our teachers the opportunity to impact the marketplace with their faith.
Yes.
And to build our students up. Yeah, if you're here to come to visit Arcadia Christian, please give us a call. We'd love to show you around. Just like Ethan saw the campus, we'd love to show you around. You can call our school at 626-574-8229. And you can probably find that here on the bottom of the screen. We're located at 1900 at South Santa Anita Avenue here in Arcadia. And we're open at 8 o'clock. Office closes at 4 o'clock. But please give us a call. Love to show you around, talk more about school. And we'd love to invite you. I'd love to invite you, Ethan, as well. We're having what's called Infused. And we're going to be taking a look at culture impacting Christian education, or Christian education impacting culture, which is very much, as we talked a little bit earlier in this interview, that you have two worldviews battling with each other. And we're going to be talking about that with our special guest. So please join us November 12th, 7 o'clock. Love to have you there with us.